Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, let's get into a reading for the collective. You know, something that I think is crazy, that people literally spend time looking into your life instead of worrying about how they can develop their own life and create better circumstances for themselves, whether it be emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. It's just so strange to me. But like, we all have free will, right? And like, everybody can pick what they want to do. Everybody can pick what they want to do. And collective, there are some people that are stealing your work via the internet. And it's been working for so much. So you know how like when you use like your credit card and like you have to pay the money back on your credit card, like it's not just free money, right? This is this energy where like your work is being stolen, but like people know this is this, it says the sun. People know that this person or these people are stealing your work and making money off of it. So these people like are indebted to you. And it's really funny because like at the end of the day, the tower and justice, literally. That's crazy, yo. That's just straight off the dome. Like, that's just straight off the dome. That's the energy that first came out. Okay, somebody feels like you're not smart or you're not intelligent, yet they are stealing your intellectual properties to remake a book that they wrote because they realize that the book that they wrote is completely outdated and only comes from one standpoint. These are people who study. Give me 1 second. Okay. So these are people who literally have spent their whole entire like life. Like, okay, I don't know, but every time, and I really don't mean to make this shit about race, but it's like you can't ignore the fact that this era of life where you're deemed to be this certain way if you're this race, and you're deemed to be that certain way if you're that race, is a fucking thing. And it's a thing that we as a collective are breaking out of by completely dismantling these stereotypes and understanding where these things are derived from, right? So it's like a bunch of people who play that whole, you know, you're not seen as a valuable person of color unless you're Ivy League, or unless you speak proper grammar and proper English, and you carry yourself in a way that is acceptable to reality, to the reality that we've created around you, which is a fucking illusion, right? There's somebody who's trying to steal like the way that you speak and what you speak about and how you convey your messages. Okay, because this person has not grown or ascended past the point that they're at. This is somebody who, okay, let me tell y'all a story. My previous employer, there was a New Year's Day parade it was a cultural New Year's Day parade. It was specifically for people of color. And these were the people that were in the parade, right? And my intuition told me that this is why this person wanted me to work on this day. Because how they presented it to me was that, oh, you get time and a half if you work on this day, so I'm going to have you come in this day, bitch. And I wasn't even there that long because we weren't even open there that long, but whatever. When I get there, I see the parade. The other black girl is there. And then the only other person of color who's brown, like an Indian, is there. And then the one white guy who is into the culture is there. And I'm sitting like completely disgusted. Like completely fucking disgusted. Because it's somebody who would be like, oh, I understand this culture, or I'm here for this, right? Whatever. If you want to be down with the movement type shit, right? I would force people who were not of color to be there on that day, to purposely force them into seeing the change that the world, what the fuck is really going on in the world. And then, like, mind y'all, I got gifts and shit, so I can already hear the conversations of the people who don't want to be there on that day. Right? Like, girl, but this person wants to steal the way that you think. Just how they wanted to steal everything. How they fucking came here and was like, oh, we found this land. Like, when Christopher Columbus pulled up on us, we weren't speaking fucking English. When he came here and said that he found America, bitch, we weren't speaking English, bitch. We was barely wearing clothes in this motherfucker. Like, please. Anyways, but there are a lot of people that are just stealing from you. They just want you around so that they can steal your essence, because you're a person of color, but you're not a person of color who's trying to diminish the fact that they are of color. Because since I've been here, there's a lot of people who don't really want to be black. Like, they don't really want to be, because they're not comfortable with being that way. And like, yeah, I understand like professionalism and putting it on and putting it off and code switching and all that extra shit, right? But man, I literally, like, there's just a lot that I refuse to allow my energy to subject itself to in this new life. And pretending like racism isn't happening in front of me is one of the things that I'm not fucking doing. Nor am I going to keep myself in an environment where people are clearly fucking racist. Like, if I do my job right, and this white woman who's been here longer than me, it took her longer to grasp the concept of what it took me 2 seconds to grasp the concept of, feel some type of way that my brain operates in a different way than hers does, and now she wants to ignore me in the areas where I do need help. Oh, since you're so smart, you can figure it out yourself. Because motherfuckers not used to people that can read minds and read energies and shit. Motherfuckers not used to that. So it's like, where you thought that your company or your whatever the fuck, your foundation was going to keep getting by off of false advertisement, is not happening. Babe, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. And it really starts in the spiritual. And that's what I need people to understand. Like, people be scared of like physical lawsuits. Be scared of spiritual court. Be scared of spiritual court, bitch. Now that I know who I am and my power, it's just like a lot of shit in the world, like, no, we're changing it. It's getting changed. Like, I'm not sitting around and waiting for anybody to change anything, because I know my power and I'm going to invoke it and utilize it, period. And that's just the fucking end of it. Anyways, I also was speaking to Spirit through flames last night. It was Ross Hill. And I seen fire sign as I said that. Kiss FM, but not the radio. You've been cleared. So somebody could have thought they had herpes. I definitely channeled that as soon as I seen that. But you don't, okay? Right? Could have been somebody that you weren't supposed to be kissing, and you kissed them, and you could have had a little bumpy bump up here, and you were like, fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? You start thinking that a fire sign, you could have thought you had herpes. But it turns out you don't. But it could have been a cold sore or something, which is like a form of herpes, right? But like, I feel like this is spirit like trying to warn you to not be involved or intertwined with this person, especially with your mouth. Okay, let's continue. All my ancestors are here right now. They love when I'm like in the energy. Like, I've been really feeling myself for the last 2 days, but a day or two prior to that, I literally was about to lose my fucking shit. I was about to blow up on every fucking body. And I had to like alchemize my energy, because like, when I get angry, and I only get angry about things that like are injustices. Like, I don't get mad about petty shit. But when I feel like there is a fucking injustice taking place, I get really fucking, I get livid. Like, I get really upset. And, like, it kind of justifies for me the action or the behavior that I'm about to exude. And I've had to really learn, my Saturn is Aries. I've had to really learn to pick and choose my battles wisely, but then also how to fight certain situations without actually physically fighting. Because most of the shit that I've been through, if it was a physical fight, I would have done a lot of prison time. Like, I would have done a lot of prison time, like dead ass. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. And that's why I contain myself, because I'm like, yeah, no. And then, I don't know, Masons and shit, like, I just, like, why do Masons feel like why do y'all feel like y'all are gonna pick my significant other or pick my spouse for me? Like, why do y'all feel like, oh, she needs this type of man, she needs this? Why do y'all feel like y'all know what I need and you're not God? Like, why do you feel like that? Like, I'm very much so genuinely curious, because somebody tried to, like, put a little juju down. Somebody tried to do a little magic, and then they were talking shit in the same proximity as me, and I was picking up on their wavelength, and I was sending that shit right back too, because it's like, whoever the fuck I choose to be with is who the fuck I choose to be with. And if you have a problem with it, I'm not with you. The fuck? What you care for? What do you care for? Because, oh, y'all want to utilize my power to do what you want my power to do for you? Like, no. Creating my own legacy is a thing. Okay? Uprising the legacy that was already created and left by my people is a thing. I'm not standing down for no man. Like, understand that. So any man that thinks I'm gonna stand down and I'm gonna follow while you lead, like, no, we walk side to side together. It isn't one person walking behind the other. It's either side by side or it's absolutely fucking nothing. We can go in a different direction. Anyways, I don't do that whole heads and tails, and I don't fucking know. And it's because, like, when you know how energy works, like, you don't need order. When you know where energy is supposed to be placed and how it's supposed to be utilized and where it's supposed to go, you don't need somebody to tell you the order. Especially when you're a multiple dimensional being who's always time jumping and shifting. But anyway, somebody could be deciding to take their health more seriously. Okay, somebody feels like the fact that they even have the opportunity to do this, that they need to take it, and that could be in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, they're self-aware, just focus on how you feel. Hacker vibes. I also feel like somebody's trying to, like, hack into your chakra energy. There's a feminine energy that's attached to a masculine who's trying to hack into your energy to do things the way that you do, so that this person is drawn more towards them than they are towards you. Okay? And I feel like that shit's just not working, because this bitch is like, like, bitch, like, what? You don't really actually have a heart. Like, and if you do, it's an ice box. And you really need to chip that shit off. Instead of trying to pretend to be somebody else, you really just need to sit down and do the work and chip that shit the fuck off. Instead of women being intimidated by one another and envious, and this is just like with any fucking human race. Instead of envy and jealousy, why don't you seek, I wanted to say seek counsel, but why don't you seek learning and understanding and guidance from people that you are, because that's what you really are. You're inspired by them and you want to know how it is that they are that way. But because you are stuck at a certain point in your mind, which is like this inner child version of yourself that whenever you be with all your cousins would get hit on and nobody would ever hit on you. You were the ugly duckling. You were the one that developed slowly. And some of you could be older, mature in age. I'm getting like 30, 40, 50 years old where you feel like you're losing it, or you feel like you never even found it to begin with it, because your confidence was really just an illusion, because your confidence was being given to you by the accolades that you were receiving from the work that you were doing, not within but externally to yourself. And like you're in the space where you don't understand, like even like people people get so mad at me because like, and they just people get upset with me because like I can still cry, like I can still release emotion, like I'm still fucking very emotional, like I cry all the fucking time, like shit hurt my feelings, like I cry like I'm 2 years old type shit, like I'm very much so connected with my inner child and I don't give a fuck who knows or who sees it, right? And like there's a lot of people who like that energy where it's like, oh, you need to grow up, like, or just yesterday I was walking past like this guy and his son was crying. He's like, oh, you're a big boy, you're not a baby anymore, you don't need to be crying. And like when he said that to his son, like I could literally see in his eyes, like you were never allowed to cry, nor did you even have a father around you to tell you not to cry. It was really your mother instilling this fake idea of masculinity into you. But it's just like a lot of people that really want to know like how it is that you do the way that you do, but instead of like seeking counsel for you, they feel like they could just watch you and like mimic you, and that's like not getting them anywhere. It's literally forcing them into a spiritual awakening, which they don't understand. It's like the energy when like somebody's like, oh, I want your destiny, or oh, I want to swap with your energy. So it's like, oh, you're gonna have to go through literally every fucking thing that I went through to build my character and to also maintain it. And if you can survive that, if you can thrive through that, not even survive, if you can thrive through that, then you can have everything that you feel like Collective has. Because that is the only way that you will obtain it for yourself, is by really being broken the fuck down. Like, like people don't know me because like they met me in the situation and circumstances that they met me in. Motherfuckers are meeting me in an area of my life where I'm building myself back up after I've taken multitudes of steps in the direction that I wanted to go on multiple levels of shit that I wanted to do. But because I had the whole fucking community against me, a lot of shit fell through, but I learned so much. And it's like now I'm very calculated with the steps that I take to move forward. Like that's another thing, Collective. A lot of people could be saying like, I could feel this energy where like a lot of people feel like, oh, you don't want it that bad because you aren't going after it the way that they feel that you should go after it, which would prove to them that you want whatever it is that you want that bad. My Collective is very much so working off of their fucking notes, and my Collective is making sure that they dot all their fucking I's and cross all of their fucking T's. My Collective understands the divine and his timing and what he's doing in their life every day to push them forward in the direction that they need to go, how it is that they need to get there. My Collective is not wasting time. My Collective is always growing, evolving, ascending, healing, transmuting energy, and being inspired in many different ways, right? It's like you'll never be stagnant because your mind is, there's a stork, baby stork. You'll never be stagnant. And you don't need to feel as though you need to move as fast as other people want you to move in order for you to obtain what it is that you are going about obtaining. And then there's the airplane, period. Like an airplane to us on the ground, that shit don't look like it's moving that fast. Up there, that shit's moving fast as hell. That's why it only takes you like 2 hours or 1 hour to get to somewhere as opposed to you driving. Like it's a fucking illusion. Like it's an illusion. And then you also have to understand that people can only perceive your circumstances based off of what it is that they've experienced and what they've overcome in their own life. So you can't take it with a grain of salt. A grain of salt is what I heard. Okay, the Empress But people see that you're the Empress, and now everybody wants you back. Everybody wants you back in their energy. And if these people never even had you in their energy, they still want you back. Even the people that were in your energy prior to you even meeting them want you in their energy. These are also opportunities that can be coming towards you from people that have been watching you. I wanted to say monitoring you, okay? Monitoring how you respond to certain things that take place in your life to see if you are emotionally stable enough to deal with whatever this is that they want to present to you. And there are a lot of people that are jealous because you're getting approved for things that you were once denied of receiving. Like, you were getting approved for a lot of fucking things. Crazy how I just seen the airplane says take a flight. You are approved. So something that you're approved for could cause you to have to travel. Okay, whatever this creative solution is. The High Priestess. Something in your intuition. It's unfolding naturally. Let it. Something in your intuition is telling you that you're going to have to go somewhere. You could also be very protective of somebody, but the Empress and the Emperor are out with the Chariot. I feel like you and your counterpart are very protective of one another because you understand like people's energy and how they move. I also feel like your energies like mirror one another, and you're not really used to like somebody like mirroring you, like not like the bad parts, but like the good parts, like the parts that you really love about yourself. Like, you're not used to somebody mirroring that energy. But teach me how to love you, and they know who you are spiritually. So somebody knows who the fuck you are. Everybody knows who the fuck you are. And if they don't, they fuck around and find out. You got bitches spying through divination. And then the motherfuckers that's doing the divination lying about who you are or your place in their life or your intentions towards someone because they don't want you to get what they feel like they deserve, and they don't understand why you're getting it. Ace of Swords, everything I'm saying is the fucking truth. Right? But it's like as soon as somebody lies to somebody, the divine comes around and presents a situation to them that forces them to see the truth. It's like, no, I received this truth and clarity from God. Like, I don't even need this fucking divination from you. Because, like, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you actually talking to. Like, some of us, like, bitch, some of us, you feel me? Like, some of us got our gifts from the Creator himself, and then some of us have to sacrifice some shit and kill some motherfuckers to get whatever the fuck it is that they have. And whatever the fuck it is that they have is very mediocre compared to what you have collective. And I feel like a lot of people are realizing that, and the Most High feels like you've grown so much. There's also like this energy going through the collective where like your throat chakra, okay, somebody could be trying to like cause sickness to your throat, like get you to like have like a cold or something, or just make it hard for you to talk or you express yourself. But it's like, I don't give a fuck how funny my voice sounds. I don't give a fuck how many times I say the wrong fucking word. Like, bitch, I'm still... Oh, that's why it does that. Okay. I'm still going to say whatever the fuck it is that I want to say. Period. Or whatever the divine wants me to say. Okay, time to go into nature, needing a new hobby, root chakra, power couple. I don't know why I can do that. Sacral chakra, new adventure awaits you. So something about this new hobby that's going to be bringing you and this person together. You and somebody could have similar interests. Okay? Somebody's man could be a part of a cult. And they could be keeping tabs on you for protection. It's like, I don't know why that was just funny to me. It just was funny to me. It just was funny to me. And then I see nobody knows shit that you don't say. So somebody's not saying anything, but with the anticipation of you knowing. Because, like, you're the High Priestess. I literally just seen that. Yeah, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Pisces energy. You got Pisces in your chart. Or live more, worry less. Somebody wants you to, water sign. Period. Somebody can want you to, like, explore more. Somebody feels like I heard you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. I don't know, I'm hearing poetic justice. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis. Like motherfuckers be planning to do shit and shit, and you just be taking it a day at a motherfucking time. A day at a time. Like you don't be like you're not. Yeah, no. I feel like somebody likes that about you. Is that you allow, yeah, the high priestess is out here with the chariot. I feel like your intuition could be heightening as well. Like, or you could just be receiving like a lot of downloads and clarity at one time. Okay. Don't forfeit your blessings. So you could be thinking about doing something impulsive out of fear, out of a fear vibration. And spirit is telling you not to forfeit your blessings. Okay. There's that hacker vibes energy again. Worry less, pray more. So that energy is heavy here. Hacker vibes, Ace of Cups. I feel like somebody's trying to see like what's your new beginning, like who's your new beginning with, like what are you doing, like where are you going, like somebody has so many questions that does not, like, it doesn't involve them, so I don't even know why the fuck they're asking. The sky is also pink right now. It's actually very pretty. The clouds are pink right now. King of Swords, and I said the clouds, air energy. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Said you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you and I need you. Yeah, trying to rekindle a dead flame, not a brave heart or a true heart. So somebody knows that like you don't love them, and that like they need to stop trying to rekindle a flame with you. But somebody's like really nosy. Temperance, your angels could be balancing out a situation. Somebody's like all up in your energy. Somebody could have got caught, or somebody got a traffic stop is significant. Somebody's transporting something in like U-Hauls, and you're gonna get stopped at a traffic stop, and you're gonna get caught. And even though I'm saying this, you're still gonna do the same shit, and you're still gonna get caught. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it literally doesn't even matter. Okay. Should I change the video? Should I do another video? I've been trying to make my videos a little bit shorter instead of making them longer. Right? Yeah, that's the message that I got for this video. But yeah. I'll do another one. Thank you, collective. See you later. Bye.